Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 146 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic.
What he said.
And you?
What you said.
Also that. Hey, if this
and
is
also
the first,
with you.
If this is the first time you're seeing us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where every week, two brothers
every week
two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video with your friends and family. We're on a quest to get to 1,000 subs. We do appreciate your patronage. Patronage. We'll get to that here in a second.
Patron.
Patron. No, God,
Drinking some Patron.
No. I want to know what The Rock's tequila tastes like.
I didn't know The Rock had tequila.
It's all over his Instagram, yeah. He's got his own tequila company now. I don't know if it's like live yet, but yeah.
Tequila is one of those things that I don't think I appreciate.
No.
Like,
me neither.
I never buy, like, the best tequila I'll buy is like Cuervo or
Reposado.
What's the one? I don't even know what I get. It's probably not even a brand you would have heard of. But like, because all you do is make margaritas.
Correct.
Brittany has said, Brittany's old boss was a big tequila guy and would just buy nice tequila and sip it.
That's what Rock does. Yeah.
And maybe if I had good enough tequila, I would enjoy it, but it doesn't. Like when I've had bad or, cheap like whiskey or bourbon, yeah. I'm like, I could see drinking this if this was better. Tequila, it's not like...
I've never thought I want to sip this for a very long time.
Yeah, like, I'm like, even if this was a better tequila, it still just doesn't... I don't know. I can't sip tequila. I can't sip vodka. Like,
Vodka's a lot easier
if it was
stomach.
Flavored, maybe.
Or just like ice cold. All right.
But even then, I don't know that I would just casually just sip it like a good whiskey. Right. I don't know. It's just down the hatch, be done with it.
So that's our tequila podcast for this week. I don't know if you like tequila, but if you like merch like this, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2player-co-op. Also, if you like the whole Twitching thing, even though Ninja left, you can go to twitch.tv/2player_co-op. Did we change that?
I didn't.
Okay. 2player_co-op. Also, you should check out Smart Shooters, our wrestling-themed podcast that we're doing with Ernie and Nick over at Nerd 901. Go check that out. Also, if you did not know, last week we were nominated for the best local podcast in the Memphis area. So go to the link in the description because I have it's like memphisflyer.com/.
Seriously, it takes I didn't
literally
say
like
Siri.
30 seconds.
Siri, I said seriously, and now Siri
seriously, that her last name is Sleep.
Seriously, it takes Siri seconds.
Okay,
Siri
second.
But surely, no, not surely.
For real,
for reals, it takes 2 seconds to do. Throw us a vote. We'll even put the link in there that takes you right to where all you have to do is click vote. It's already says 2-player co-op. You just hit vote. I don't know how picky they are, but maybe just if you're not local and you want to just throw a little Memphis zip code in there.
I don't think it even matters. I think
it probably doesn't. Yeah. But 38116. 38116. That should work.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's your name. They don't even email you.
Yeah.
Not that I voted for myself, but maybe I did.
I mean, I do think I voted for us, and I don't even care. I think we are the best local podcast. I don't think anybody's even close to us.
But they don't. There's no. I haven't gotten a single email about it. There's no spam warrant. Just put your email in, your name, zip code, and throw us a vote. It would mean a lot. We really want to win this, really, really bad.
Yeah, we're happy to be nominated, but we want to win this thing. So help us win this thing. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of the best local podcast, you all right over there?
Yeah, I hope I'm not making a lot of noise. Oh, I did. I'll stop. This is loose.
Last week's episode, which I am incredibly proud of, was our most popular episode since our E3 predictions, both on SoundCloud and on YouTube.
Woohoo!
Most likes we've had on a podcast in a very long time. No dislikes, which means Bob Mackey and his Mackeyites didn't get or his lackeys. How did I screw that up?
I don't know. You made it way more difficult than it needed to be.
Stand by everything I said. I hope even if you don't like Colin, you listen to what I said with an open mind. I know a lot of people that do not have an open mind, but that's a discussion for another day. I'm proud of it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. It's BS. It's not even about Colin at the end of the day. It's about the people that were affected by this that wanted to go see Colin and Chris. That's what the real tragedy is here, and it's just BS. And if you don't think that, then I really don't know what to tell you. I just don't. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching and listening and all that other stuff last week. We really do appreciate it. This seems like I think you moved the pipe out of whack, and now it's messing me up. Nope.
It's because they had the Patron in it.
I don't know.
It's good enough.
Blame the alignment on Sean.
Taking shots at me like
he
it's
was
Patron.
drinking rocks tequila. So anyways, if you didn't see it already, go back, watch last week's episode. We appreciate it. All that other stuff. This week, we do actually have 3. We haven't had anybody write in with podcast questions or statements or anything for like a month or so. But this week, we got 3. Let's run through these real quick.
It was a banner week here at the old Two-Player Co-op podcast.
Hell yeah. Shall we, Sean?
Sure.
In episode 145, Kevin made a comment about YouTube weirdly pushing Minecraft after 10 plus years. I recommend checking out this video that shares some cool insight into the gaming industry as well as games on YouTube. Our good buddy James Solar wrote in with that. So this was a video on the Game Theorist that was hosted by Matt Pat. I love that dude. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you know who he is, but if you saw him or heard him, you'd be like, oh, okay, I know that guy.
Why would I know him?
Just from YouTube videos. Like, he hosts random video game YouTube things. Like, if you watch the video and you heard him speak, you'd be like, I've at least heard that voice.
Okay.
He's really good. So it was a whole thing that he put up, I think it was right after E3 this year, about how YouTube is ruining video games. And it's this whole thing about this battle between... It just used to be like just play GTA 5 or Red Dead or whatever, Doom, whatever violent games. It doesn't matter. You're going to play what's popular, which you're going to get ad revenue on, which means people are going to watch it. You're going to make money. They make everything's great. Then YouTube went to the whole family-friendly thing, and long story short, through all of this, that's why PewDiePie has started playing Minecraft again. It seems like at the end of the day, this is all because of PewDiePie. Then he was like, I'm getting demonetized on everything I post, so I'm going to play stupid Minecraft. And now he's done it for like 40 videos in a row, and everybody else is playing Minecraft too. I think
it's the chicken and the egg. He
sets the trend. They covered this back when like Flappy Bird became such a big success because guess who played it on YouTube?
Two-Player Co-op.
Yes, absolutely. We weren't even a channel in 2014.
Well, what's funny, because I wondered about that. I know we had talked about that a little bit as far as, is he doing it because that's what the algorithms, Al Gore rhythms.
He made the
Al
internet.
Gore is dancing. The Al Gore rhythms are, that's what they're pushing. And so Pewdie's like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I just call him Pewdie. It's not like that's his first name.
My buddy Pewds.
My buddy Pewds. But what's funny is this guy, Ryukar, who's a big Mario Maker YouTuber and Twitcher, also all of a sudden started playing Minecraft. I'm like, what is going on? So I guess they're just doing what's popular.
When you have basically right at 100 million subs and you are by far the biggest YouTuber, well, not by far because the whole T-Series, whatever. I don't know if you ever heard about this like 6 months ago. There was this whole PewDiePie versus T-Series thing.
I don't even know what T-Series is.
Exactly. It's this company based out of India that does music videos and stuff. It turned into this whole meme of PewDiePie versus T-Series. Who's going to be the #1 channel? And just... I don't know what T-Series is at now. PewDiePie, I just saw that he's like close to 100 million subs now. So when you have 100 million subs and you are the biggest YouTuber and you play Minecraft, guess what everybody else is going to do?
I wonder how much he makes.
I don't
like
even
per
remember.
video.
Yeah.
Like he plays Minecraft for 30 minutes and gets 10 million views. Does that get him like $100,000 or something? Like
I don't know. It used to get him more in the past before he got like his YouTube. What was it? YouTube Red. Is that what it was when he had his like series on YouTube? I think it was YouTube Red. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can go to like Social Blade or Social Blaze. I forget.
Yeah.
But I think that's more just like they estimate what their yearly revenue is based off ads, but not like per video.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah. Sean, you ready to play Minecraft?
You know, what did cross my mind is not that, but just unless they've just grown out of it, get Nick and Noah, just have them play some Minecraft. And
they've actually started playing it again, probably because YouTube told them to.
Perfect. Just record them and then put it on our channel. We'll see what happens.
We'll be like, what's his name? Danny's Toy Show? Danny's Toy Reviews?
I can't believe that.
What's his name? Is it Danny?
What's
his
know.
name?
I've never watched it. I just know about it because of you. But
meaning my kids, not me.
Well, I know about it because of you, but you know about it because of your kids.
Right.
So chain rule, I know about it because of your kids.
By the way, we really should just start a YouTube channel where I can't sing, so you sing, and then we just like have like we animate some computer like sheeps and pigeons and stuff, and they're like fun, walking is good for you, and you just put up a 30-minute video and it gets 2.4 billion views, and then
We can try it.
And then we just make this our hobby. Like I've literally thought about that, but I have no idea how to.
We need
start.
like a secondary channel, like 2-player.
Yeah, put it on this channel.
Well, no, because nobody's going to subscribe to this if they see, they're just talking. No. Yeah, but I'm down.
I thought about it. I just don't know how to. We'll
talk business off air. We don't want to give away all our secrets.
Or if you know a good 3D animator, and also a singer
who's willing to do that for free.
Yes, with no strings attached. And
if we start making money, we'll cut you in, but we can't pay you.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah. So, anyways,
let's skip number 2
for now.
We'll hit that one last.
This is a fun one.
I
don't know where this came from. I don't know, Sam. I don't know who you are, but thank you for writing in with this question. He or she simply said, "What was the first game we played? You played on every system."
We.
Wii Sports. What was the first game you played on every system? For me,
a lot of them are going to be the same. Nintendo,
so,
I don't remember.
Early years.
So you tell me it's probably Mario.
It was Mario. Well, in television,
oh jeez,
I would say Night Stalker, but I don't know that it was really that. It was probably one of Dad's.
You probably played something
games.
more simple first,
like baseball or tennis or whatever.
Yeah. Sega, I know.
Sega was Castle of Illusion.
Castle of Illusion at Nicole's house, or was it the other one? Mandy.
No, that was
I think it was Nicole. Blue House.
Yeah.
Gray House, Mandy. Blue House, Nicole.
Gray House, where I fell off my bike and hit my head. And
yeah,
probably why I'm the way I am now.
Probably.
No, that was Mandy, not Nicole. I'm saying that was later.
No, I know that was Mandy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay.
But this was Nicole.
Nintendo, it had to be Mario. I don't think we would have played golf or Zelda first, because I can still remember Mom. And she just runs into the Goomba, and she's like, "Well, no, where's Tetris?" So what would have come next? Game Gear.
You think you played Game Gear before you played Game Boy?
I'm thinking of systems we own. Sorry,
I'm thinking. Did Tim have Game Boy? I mean, I know he had Game Boy, but I'm trying to think of who. Brent had Game Boy, but I feel like I probably played it at Tim's. I'm thinking it was one of a few. It was either Tetris, Mario Land,
or
Ninja Turtles.
Yes, thank you for saying that. Okay,
and it's got to be one of those 3.
It was probably Mario Land.
Yeah.
Is the airplane level super? Is it like the second level in the game?
It's pretty early. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's what I remember. It's just like, what the hell? Mario's in an airplane?
Boop, 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 boop,
Is there a remix of that in Odyssey?
No, but it's in Mario Maker when you get the Game Boy Flower Power.
That's okay.
That's the only reason. I mean, that's not the only reason I know it. It's the reason why it's in my mind. So then Game Gear. I don't know if we ever played Game Gear before we got it.
No way. No, because
And so I'm guessing...
I think we were the only people in both of our circles that had that thing.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think we were the only people...
ever in all of Watertown that had a Game Gear.
I'm thinking Sonic? Although I know way in the beginning I had Tasmania for some reason. I had a Dracula, which was like Dracula the movie, the game. For some reason.
Kombat.
I had Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry may have been one of the first ones.
That was good. Whoa.
That one was good.
Let me see if I can look that up. Hold on.
Yeah, it was like 3 levels, and you were Jerry, and you had to like dodge stuff and get to the end. My gut tells me Sonic, because I don't remember what order we got these games in.
I think it must have been Sonic the Hedgehog. And I also feel like on the Game Gear he couldn't also do the spin dash yet.
It's Tom and Jerry the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Oh my God. Yep.
Oh wait, no, you're the cat. You're chasing.
You're chasing.
That's right.
But there's your levels and stuff.
And you had to catch him, and then
that looks so good.
It was pretty good.
I mean, just
oh my God, what was that other game? The kind of role playing game.
X Battler.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
That's what it was. That was another early one. See, I don't know. We had Mortal Kombat on there.
Yeah.
We had a couple Sonics.
We had Sonic and Sonic Chaos. I don't know if there was a Sonic 2. I forget.
I think there was, but I don't know if we had it. But we had a lot of games. I don't know what we got when we first got the Game Gear. Did that come from Uncle Bob?
Yeah.
What was this? His name was X Battler.
Yep. There's X Battler.
This game was cool. This was like ahead of its time, I think.
I mean, it was an RPG without it being turn-based.
Well, no, it was really more like Zelda 2.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like it was overhead view, and then it was like action when you're actually playing it. And I think
that
it was
looks
just
like Zelda.
I think it was just too.
There we go.
I think it was just too complicated for me. Like I couldn't fully grasp.
But weren't you able to level up and stuff?
I think so.
And was this a Golden Axe like spinoff? I think
I think so. It was a spinoff of something. It was probably Golden Axe.
I need to fire up my pie.
Man, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the first one was. Super Nintendo.
It was Mario World for me for sure.
At
or
Tim's?
Turtles.
Or
wait, no, because Turtles in Time was 92, right?
Or you know what's up there?
F-Zero.
I barely ever played that. I'm sure I did, but I have no memories of it. UN Squadron.
Oh my God, we wore that out at Tim's. I forgot
that is game. Very near the beginning. But it was probably Mario World. I don't want to just keep defaulting to the easiest for all of them. Like, oh, Sonic, Mario. But I think it was.
I mean, I know it wasn't A Link to the Past because that didn't come out for a year after. Was UN Squadron a launch game? I think it was, or close to it.
It was close to it, if not a true launch title.
Because it was Mario, Pilot Wings. What were the other launch games? F-Zero was a launch game, right? I'm pretty sure.
It must have.
Street Fighter 2 was a year later.
Yeah.
Turtles 4 was a year later. It must have been Mario is what I would say.
Yeah.
32X.
The first one we tried playing was Virtua Fighter, I think.
It didn't work
because we were missing a
the
cable.
Cables were broken or something.
No, because we got it used. I think we were missing a cable. So all you saw was like the background.
Yeah.
But none of like the polygons, which I still don't get. Like why were
we had
different things were transmitted through different
because
cables?
It was like
because some of it plugged right into the Genesis.
And we just had like the R and the B. And we didn't have the green or something. It was something. Well,
because the 32X plugs into the Genesis.
Correct.
But then there's supposed to be another cord that like supplements it
like
or something.
Like an S-Video or something.
And I think we didn't have that.
Yeah. We're like, excuse me,
that's
Mr.
the first
EB
one I
Games.
Remember playing mainly because of that issue. I don't know if we probably would have had the same issue no matter what we played.
Yes, but I almost feel like when we went back to fix it, I feel like we're like, yeah, we want Mortal Kombat 2 also.
Really?
I feel like it. I don't know because I just remember like it looked like the arcade game, but it still moved and sounded like the Genesis. You know what I mean? Like it was like it was still missing frames of animation, but the actual sprites, if they were just standing still, it looked like you were playing the arcade game. And it was beautiful.
I'm I'm gonna say Virtua Fighter. Just
I think it
'cause
was
I don't
Virtua
know,
Fighter.
but it's the first one. It's the first one that jumps out at me. What else? Saturn. I'm trying to think if I played Saturn before we
It would have
got
been.
it.
It would no, because we got it. I'm pretty sure we got it like
It was probably like Daytona.
it was Daytona. Yeah.
It had to be-
Unless we fired up Virtua Fighter 2. Well, no, Virtua Fighter.
2. We had Virtua Fighter 2 on Saturn.
Okay. I feel like it was. Oh God. It was one of those, but I feel like we probably. No, I feel like it was Daytona because, like
Daytona. Wasn't there another free game that came with it? I picture Daytona, and then I thought there was something else that came in like the little cardboard sleeve.
later on, Sega Rally came with it, but I don't think we
Nah,
never
it
had
wasn't
Sega
too-
Rally. Or was it just a demo disc
Maybe that's what
Yeah.
it was.
with like demos of nights and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, because we didn't have the analog stick, so I don't know.
What else? N64 was Mario. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, maybe Wave Race. It was Mario, but I probably played Mario 64 for 5 minutes of my entire life.
PlayStation. I'm trying to think of where.
I know what mine is.
I'm trying to think of where this was. I think it must have been at a friend's house, but like Jason didn't have it, Brent didn't have it. I feel like it was probably at a friend's house that I didn't really go over there too much or something. The first game I remember playing on PlayStation, I don't even know if you know this game. It was a game called Blast Corps. And it was like a square, and you could go on the bottom or up the walls and on the top, and you had to, I think you were like dodging explosions and stuff, and you probably had to do stuff.
Like Bomberman or something, or
Kind of, but it was just like a room, and you can
Okay.
run on the ceiling, and you can run on the walls, and you can run on
Okay.
the floor, obviously, and there's like things that would like explode, and you had to, I don't know. I don't remember much about it, but I feel like that was the first game I played on PlayStation.
I know what mine was for sure.
What?
Battle Arena Toshinden.
With
Tom Johnson.
Okay.
Yep. And when we fired that game up, when I got the PS Classic, which is now you can get it for like $20, what a friggin' joke. That game does not hold up. And I was like, I can't turn around. I can't do special moves. This game's, and I was trying to like just keep a happy face on, and I could tell Nick was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like, this is not fun. This is not Street Fighter. And I was finally like, yeah, I remember this being a lot better than it is. You want to go like, I don't know, you want to, let's play SSX again or Cool Borders or whatever it was that's on there. But for me, it was definitely Battle Arena Toshinden. And I remember back in the day, that was mind blowing. But that game just, like I was tweeting Nick and Adam like 2 or 3 weeks ago about the PS Classic when it went down to $20. And I was like, in my mind, that's one of the best fighting games ever made. It is not at all. Like, it's that weird, like the N64, PS1 generation don't hold up.
No, they're
Except
pretty
for a couple
awful.
of games like Ocarina and Majora and Mario 64.
Oh, I thought you meant just fighting games in general.
No, but I'm saying all games in general. Like, you've got
A lot of them don't.
Mario
Yeah.
64, Ocarina, Majora.
Majora.
They
I think
all
it's a
hold
lot of
up.
games that were trying to do too much.
Yes.
Because on N64, the original Paper Mario, awesome.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look 64-bit.
Right.
There's no reason that game needed to come out. Mario RPG on Super Nintendo looked better. I mean, it was going for a different graphical style, but like that game's fantastic. But
I
it wasn't
forget.
trying to like do too much either.
Did you like Donkey Kong 64?
I
forget.
loved
That's
that
what
game.
I thought. Okay.
Loved it.
So then there's another one, but then like
Nah, that may suck today also. I don't know. But at the time, I loved it.
You know what does suck today? GoldenEye. That game's not good.
It's
Aiming with a freaking the C
C's,
buttons.
the
That's
C,
stupid.
whatever. Yeah.
PS1, like Metal Gear holds up. Kinda. It's tough to go back and play that game. Symphony of the Night 100% holds up.
Yeah.
Period. One of the best games ever made. I still do, and that's another thing I was telling Nick and Adam. Like one of the reasons I want to get this PlayStation Classic is I want to play Siphon Filter. I've never even
I thought
touched
you
it.
have the PlayStation Classic.
I do. I just haven't played Siphon Filter. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
this is one of the reasons I was like,
Oh,
yes, I want
okay.
to buy this for my boys for their birthday so I can play it.
Right.
Is to play Siphon Filter, and I still haven't tried it. But yeah, a lot of those games just don't hold up. So what's next? Dreamcast. I don't think I ever played a Dreamcast back in the day.
I think, again, another one of my random friends had it, and I don't know. What's the Sonic? Not Sonic. Oh, no. The bad Sonic was on Xbox.
Yeah.
What was the Sonic on Dreamcast?
Adventure.
It was that. I played that.
It was pretty.
That's
decent.
probably the first and only game I
Yeah.
played. I literally, I don't think I played anything else.
Jaguar.
PS2.
I think it was Metal Gear Solid 2. I really think it was. It may have been Grand Theft. When did GTA 3 come out? Was that No, that was like 03. No, it was definitely Metal Gear Solid 2 then for me.
Mine, and I'm not sure unless this was before this. My first was SSX Tricky, and it was at Uncle Pat's house. That was the first time Uncle Pat had a PS2, and I think that was the first time I played PS2.
Wow.
And I remember it blowing my mind because, like, oh yeah, the power switch is on the back. That's weird, but okay, let's turn it on. And then still nothing happens because then there's
Then you gotta
the
push the
other
other
button in the
power
front. You had. I'm like, what? Why is this so confusing?
Oh, GTA 3 was also 2001. Yeah, so it was either. Oh man.
All I know is the first game I played was SSX Tricky, and I was just like,
Well, the leap from PS1
so
to
beautiful.
PS2 was
Yeah.
probably the biggest leap. We haven't had a bigger leap since then. I mean, we went PS2 to HD with PS3, but it's still like it was just like Metal Gear Solid 3. I know it's me, whatever. God of War 2, like all these games, they are beautiful on the PS2. They're just up-resed on the 3.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
going from the 1 to the 2 was insane.
yeah.
Insane. You could probably say that about the N64 to the GameCube. I'm not as familiar with the GameCube, and that's if you want to talk about that system. I've tried to play Twin Snakes and it broke, so I don't know.
Speaking of GameCube, my buddy had one in college. Honestly, I think the first one I played, which didn't pop into my head until just now, Gauntlet Legends. It was a terrible game, and all I remember is like a voiceover, like narrator kind of thing, just constantly in the background saying, "You must find the shards. You must find the shards." And that's all I remember about that game. It was terrible.
That sounds terrible.
The ones that really jump out at me are Mario Baseball, which, my God, I put so many hours.
Is that when you were pre-gaming and stuff was on the
Yes.
GameCube? Okay.
Mario Baseball, Beautiful Joe. That game was cool.
Yes. Yep.
And Resident Evil 4. Those are... Oh, and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Did you ever play randomly? I don't know what I was listening. I think it was Colin was maybe talking about it on the Sacred Symbols Plus because I'm a patron of his. We'll talk about patron. He said to this day his favorite version of Resident Evil 4 is on the Wii because of how much easier it is to aim with the stupid motion controls. I don't think I even knew it was on the Wii.
I think it was well after
Like
the fact.
late? Okay.
Yeah. I got it on PS2.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only... Until PS4.
Yeah.
I think that's the only place I had it. No, I wouldn't have had it on the Wii.
All right, what's up next? So
PS3, I want to say GTA 4.
I know mine was Madden. What would it have been that year? It came out in 06. So Madden 07. And I was like, what the F is this? This looks like crap. It was running at like 15 frames per second.
Really?
It was horrible. I immediately was like, well, I'm glad we got Buddy because I got a new dog. But like, what the F is... I just spent $600 on this piece of crap system. It was horrible. And this was before, like a year before at E3. Remember, that's when they did that Madden like...
Oh, yeah.
trailer where it was like real life. Hell to the no. The graphics were fine, but it was literally like 15 frames per second. It was horrible. And I don't remember what I did a Heavenly Sword demo. I never bought Heavenly Sword, and I was like, this is a God of War wannabe. I don't want this. I don't remember what else Resistance I played, but Madden was definitely the first game. And I remember the next Madden, I was like, thank you, because that's when I was in my mode of like, for like 7 or 8 years straight, I was buying Madden every freaking year, you know?
Right.
And I was like, what the hell is this? The next year they fixed it. It was like 60 frames.
it.
They fixed it. It was like 60 frames per second. It was so much better. But the first game I played on PS3, without a doubt, was Madden 07, I guess it was.
Xbox, Halo, Xbox 360, Halo, whatever, 3, I think. And that's pretty much all I've played. I never even played Xbox One.
I almost feel like in my dorm in college, I don't think because I played Halo, but I played Halo on my gaming PC, in quotes, that I had back in the day. I feel like in my dorm room junior year when I was in a suite with like 5 other dudes, whatever it was, I feel like I played like Perfect Dark Zero, but that, I don't even know. Was that Xbox original or was that 360?
I want to say 360.
And then I made that up. There was some kind
I could
of,
be wrong.
but there was some kind of like, maybe it was just Halo. Because it was 4-player on the screen. Like I have memories of playing that, but I was like, even back then, I suck at first-person shooters. So I was like, this sucks. Where's my PlayStation?
Right.
And then
Wii
was definitely Wii Sports. Period. Oh, actually, oh my God, was it
Mine
Wii
was Wii
Sports or
Sports.
was it Guitar Hero 3? Because the first time I played Wii was when you brought yours down. So the only question is, did we play Guitar Hero?
I played
3?
Wii Sports first for sure. I don't know if you had played Wii before I
never
brought
touched
that down.
It, no. I feel like we probably.
I can't imagine
Wii
you would have
Sports.
started. Yeah, I don't think you would have started.
Yeah, it
with
must have been
Guitar
Wii
Hero.
Sports. Okay, with Guitar Hero 3 being right behind it, it must have
Right.
been
Wii U. Some random game you have. I don't know what it would have been. It was before Mario Maker.
that. Yeah, for me it was New Super Mario U. Because it came with it when the boys
I feel
got
like it
for
was something
Christmas.
random that I
Yeah.
played first. I have no idea. PS4, I think, was Resogun. One time after you got yours, when I was just down here visiting,
Yep.
and I think you fired.
Oh yeah, I was
it
like,
up
you have
and-
got to see this.
I think it was Resogun first.
What I played first was Call of Duty Ghosts.
really?
Because that was what I got with it. That was Mom's like, oh, I got you this, and I didn't have the system. Oh, there's one more present. What the hell? It's a big rectangular box. So I was just like, and it looked cool, and it was a Call of Duty game, and it was pretty and whatever. But then I was like, it's Call of Duty, and then I fired up Resogun that night because I signed up for PS Plus. I think back then when you started, you got like a month or 2 or 3 free or something like that. So I downloaded Resogun. That was the second game I played. But for me on the PS4, it was definitely it was Call of Duty Ghosts. And then on the Switch, obviously, it was one of the best games ever made, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Oh, 3DS.
Mine, I feel like that's one of those things I probably played in like Walmart, like a display unit or something,
Yeah.
just to see the 3D. But the first game I really remember playing was 3D World.
For
When
me,
I-
it was definitely Link Between Worlds.
As
never
it should be.
Yeah, I never even touched one before then. But then when you let me borrow yours when I had my hernia surgery and stuff, and I was like, this is perfect. And I was listening to an old podcast of ours today, like 2 years ago or something after I got, almost 2 years ago when I got it for Christmas. I was like, you know what? I think I need to go back and play that game again for like the 5th time. Just because
That's
it's
so good.
just
I think I've
perfect.
only played through it twice.
I've beaten it 3 times. So this would be my 4th, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do need to go back.
What else was there? Was there anything?
Virtual Boy.
I definitely
I have
tried
no
it
idea.
in a Babbage's
I
or
played
AB
it.
Games.
Yeah.
But what about like Game Boy Advance? Would you remember
Oh,
that?
I have a Game Boy Advance.
Right.
Probably Metroid Fusion.
Yeah.
Or
Or Zero?
the first, when I got mine, the first one I played was Zero Mission.
Okay.
And I don't know if I had played one elsewhere before that, but the first one I played on mine was Zero Mission. Followed shortly after by Mario and Luigi, or
Superstar.
whatever, Superstar Saga. Did we touch them all?
I think we did. I think we hit a home run.
Wow. Excellent question. That was fun. Thank you, Sam.
That was fun. We got one more question. How you want to handle this, Sean?
You lead, I'll follow.
This is anonymous, and I really wish I knew who wrote in with this. A-Rod had $500,000 worth of jewelry stolen. Good job, A-Rod. Do you guys have a Patreon? I'm set to pay off my student loans this year, and I'm looking for some good folks to support. Funny you should mention that, whoever you are, and that if y'all want to write in, it would mean a lot to us if you would just put your name, just so we know who we're talking to when we're answering these questions. Even if we don't know, like Sam, I don't know who you are, but at least we can put a name with a question. This is something I think we've probably been talking about for like a year, if not more.
Yeah.
And this last week or so, the timing's hilarious because yes, over the last week or so, we have actually created a Patreon page.
Yes.
So you can go, Mr. Anonymous and anybody else, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop, all one word. The big thing with this is we're not canceling anything we're doing on the normal channel.
If you don't support us, A,
Nothing will
we get
change.
it. B,
Yes.
you're going to get everything you already get. There'll just be some fun, some bonus stuff for the
Yep.
people that do. So if you like what you see here, if you like it a lot and you want more, maybe consider donating. If you like what you see here and you don't want to donate, well, you're not losing anything. Nothing's changing as far as you're concerned. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while. We both kind of decided maybe it's time to do it, and then whoever this random person is wrote in, and it was like, okay, I think that's kind of a sign. Let's go ahead and go public with it. So we do have a Patreon now. We're not looking by any means to get rich off of this. Like, trust us, we have no delusions here. Honestly, if you throw $1 a month our way, we will be eternally grateful. It's just a little bit of a way, especially since YouTube screwed us, to have a little bit of cash flow coming in to where we can maybe upgrade our equipment from time to time. And I mean, it's not like we're just going to pocket really any money that comes in, we're going to use to improve our channel.
Exactly. So basically, it breaks down like this. So like we said, patreon.com/2playercoop. This is what we've got for tiers so far. $1 per month. You get our love and gratitude. Thank you. $5 per month, you are a 2-player co-op producer. Pledging at the $5 or above level gets you a weekly shout out at the beginning of every episode of the 2-player co-op podcast. For $10 or more per month, you get a bonus episode of the podcast every month. Now,
What was that?
I moved my chair. Now, the reason we're just saying a bonus episode right now, first off, we've got a lot of ideas. We've got a Google Doc of podcast ideas that we would love to go through, and it would be a lot of fun. But the reason we're just saying a bonus episode right now is we would love to be able to just live stream that to you guys, like on a Saturday or Sunday night once a month. But out here in the Pool House recording studios, we do not get internet. We're thinking about moving the studio inside if everything works out into the White House. So it's kind of...
It smells pretty bad out here, too.
Yeah, it stinks. It stinks, Jerry. It stinks bad. What?
So the idea is in the beginning and maybe even past the beginning, what you would get would be, I think we would probably still continue to do it, but in addition to the random bonus episode monthly, probably, like Kevin said, we're looking to start streaming live the episodes as we record them. So, feel free to come and hang out, interact with us, chat. We'll interact during the show, unless all of a sudden there's like 100 of y'all patronizing us.
Awesome.
And then
they wouldn't be. Yeah.
Yeah. And then in that case, we probably won't be able to keep up with the chat because we'll never get the podcast done. But again, we're starting very small here. So yeah, I think eventually if we do start streaming this, which is the plan, probably within the next month or so,
hopefully,
give or take, that's ultimately the plan there. But we would probably continue to do a lot of occasional bonus episodes because we do have a lot in the chamber ready to go. So.
Yep. And then one other thing we've got, if you somehow wanted to pledge $25 or more per month, that would give you access to a monthly hangout on YouTube where you can hang out with I didn't mean to say that. Where you can hang out in a Google Hangout with us, which is really just on YouTube now. And just talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's going to be your time. There's no limit to that. So if like 100 of y'all want to give us $25, we'll hang out with 100 of y'all. We'll go all night. I don't even care for that amount of money.
Yeah.
We'll go as long as you want. But that's it. It's just, it's like I said, it's one of those things we've been going back and forth on for a while now. And we had actually created the page before I saw this message come through on our Google Doc for the podcast. And I don't know what Sean's doing. It's making me very nervous. But it kind of let us know that, sometimes things just happen the way they're supposed to happen. And when I saw that, I was like, well, okay, yeah, we did the right thing. Again, nothing is going to change. If you don't want to give money to us, that is perfectly fine. You do not have to. You're still going to get the podcast every week. You're going to get Let's Plays, Mario episodes, all that other stuff. I will say I'm running out of ideas. I don't have anything for Sean to play in Mario right now. I'm just completely out of ideas. It's been super stressful at home the last few weeks, so I haven't really had much creative juices flowing to make more Mario levels, but we're going to get back to Mario. So don't worry about that. But if you got levels that you want us to play, send them in.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we would love to do that too. There's something I want to bring back. There's 2 things I want to bring back.
Okay.
I'm not going to say them now. But
Okay.
I'm ready. I don't even care about editing them. It'll be fun, and I can't wait to do it. So, but yes, we launched a Patreon. Again, it's patreon.com/2playercoop. If you can give, we seriously are forever grateful, even if it's just $1 a month. It would mean the world to us. Thank you so much. We just want to make the best content for all y'all that we can. And even if that means eventually that adds up to better equipment or something like that, that'd be awesome. And that's what we want to do. Anything else, Sean?
Nah, I think you covered it.
I need more water. Sean.
Yes.
Let me close out of Axe Battler. You been playing anything this week?
I played a little Mario Maker. I did create a new level. It's not easy. It's fun. It's a fun concept, I'll say.
That sounds horrible.
Besides that, I played a lot of Bloodstained. And
that's right.
Finally, I am done with it. That platinum was a grind.
What was the last trophy that you got?
The last one I got was witness the new person, whatever.
Yeah.
So New Game Plus, I was able to get there I flew through probably 30, 40 minutes.
Wow. Holy crap.
But it's New Game Plus. You're as leveled up as you already were, and you basically get to keep everything but anything that would allow you to progress earlier in the game.
Okay.
So, like, you need to get your picture again. You need to get your pass from Dracula. You don't have the double jump. You don't have swimming. Now, what you do have, which I think kind of got me into trouble a little bit, is you do keep your super fast dash thing.
Oh.
And what that does is it allows you to clear some gaps that you normally couldn't have.
Okay.
But I don't know. I usually, anytime I got to a place like that, I'd be like, hold up. I'm not supposed to be here yet. I'm just going to go back and keep going the way I'm supposed to, just so I don't screw anything up. But like, so you don't have the Zangetsuto or whatever.
The sword.
So I thought I could just get to the final boss and just go fight him. But no, you need to do that and then some. You need to go down into the desert. You need to go through the water. You need to get the invert, because you have to do all that stuff before you fight Zangetsu again to get the sword. So I'm assuming, I'm going to keep all the weapons that I already have.
Okay.
So it took a little longer, but still I got through it in like, I would say under an hour.
So
maybe
you
45
have to beat
minutes.
him with the sword.
You fight him with the Zangetsuto, but you don't slice the moon when it turns red. You just keep hitting him until he's
and then
dead.
you get the bad ending.
That's why my platinum screenshot just says game over, because it's like, I did the right thing, but was it the right thing? Game over, and then it pops up. I'm like,
that's the worst.
My screenshot's going to say game over, but whatever. The worst part by far, it's one of two. Easily it was getting all the items, but that is a huge one.
The recipes.
Well, that's part of it.
Or whatever.
That's part of it. So you need to make all the different recipes. You need to get every single weapon, and it takes just forever. I got all the gold I got throughout the game just by playing.
Yeah.
Once I got all the stuff to where you can quickly farm gold, I got 500,000 for the achievement.
Right.
Once I started trying to get all the items, that went down really quickly. I think I got a couple 100,000 more gold just by going around the map and just organically collecting it while trying to get the items I need to make the food and make the weapons, blah, 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 blah. And then one time I'm like, all right, I need more gold. So I went back to the farming spot, got up to 1 million. And I'm like, okay, hopefully
Holy
that'll
crap.
do it. Because you need to buy a bunch of stuff. And the easiest way to do it is to you buy a lot of stuff, but you're also going to end up buying a lot of stuff just to dismantle it so you get the ingredients you need so you can make this thing. And maybe you can make this thing and then dismantle it and use 90% of what you get from it
to
plus
make something
this other
else.
thing to make the next one, dismantle that, use most of the same, but use this instead, and it makes this one so you can fly through it a lot quicker. But those things are expensive.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a brutal grind. But it was one of those things where I'm like, when I beat the game, I still wasn't done with it. I'm like, this game's too much fun. I want to keep going. I'm like, let's work towards the platinum. So I started doing the stuff, and I started knocking them out one by one. And at the time, I don't think I realized how much of a grind the get all the items was going to be. So in my mind, I was like, I'm already this close. I need to go ahead and finish it. Now, if I knew the scope of that trophy, I may have just been like, well, there's no way I'm ever going to get this. It took me about 31 hours. It simultaneously, no.
Okay.
You can make a weapon.
Just
so when you go to your journal or archives or whatever it is, you can see what you have. But what you don't have is just question marks.
Right.
So find a web page that shows everything in order. So you can be like, oh, I'm missing the one after the flame whip. And, oh, it's the such and such. Okay. And then go to make it. Oh, I'm missing this item and this item. Crap. Where do I get this item? Oh, you had to kill this enemy in this area. Okay. I need this item. Wait, I just used that to make this weapon. Let me go and dismantle that weapon so I have the stuff again. And, it's a lot of that kind of stuff.
You may have platinumed this before Colin did. I don't know.
No, I think he got his.
He did platinum,
if I remember correctly.
I
think
he
got
stopped on it for some reason because I mean I know he got to 100% of the map, but I thought
honestly I'm kind of disappointed because I think the platinum, I don't remember now, but I want to say how they gave the percentages.
Yeah,
it was relatively high. What would you think that platinum is? The percentage?
10.
Well, crap. Yeah, it was like 10 or 11. Okay. I would have thought that means 1 out of every 10 people that's played this game has the platinum. That seems awfully high. And I was like, oh, well, now I don't feel as special. I would have thought it would have been like 2 or 3%. But no, I think it was. I think it was around 10 or 11%.
Yeah, that actually does seem high because it's,
because technically there is some missable stuff.
The trophy stuff confuses me because there's some numbers where you look at it and it's like 10% of the people have this trophy, but then it's like you hover over it and it's like, but it's like 0.4% rare. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean?
Oh, really?
Like there's 2 different percentages and I don't know what is what.
Yeah.
That seems high. I'm not going to platinum this thing. You've beaten me. I can't do it. I'm not as good.
So I will always have this over
you. Will have. But I've got God of War over you.
Well, yeah, that
and Horizon.
There's plenty that I'll never get.
But wait, now what I want to ask you, spoiler alert for the end of the year, is this your game of the year now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I've kind of come, even though I'm still enjoying it, I've come a little bit down off of Mario Maker. I still play it a lot and enjoy it, but I feel like I'm just, like you said, I'm running out of ideas. Tough. And what I've noticed is now that it's been in existence longer, there's a lot of cool levels out there. Yeah. But there is a lot of just garbage too. I'm noticing.
It's
and
like
I feel like
go bing 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 beep, beep, beep. I'm like, what that? Like when I'm doing the 100 Mario Maker challenge or whatever it's called, I'm like, there's so much crap. Like I don't want levels that are impossible to beat, but I don't want these stupid levels that it's like run through here, go through a pipe, run through here, go through a pipe, run through here, and then you jump, and you hit the flag. I'm like, what was the point of that? Why would you make that?
Yeah, so that's my one complaint is the longer it exists, just the more and more garbage levels there are. I'm still enjoying it. Resident Evil 2, if it's going to suffer, it's going to suffer because it was so early in the year. I think I've already forgotten how good that game was.
I think that's why I want to play through it again before the end of the year, just so I remind myself how freaking much, like it's my favorite Resident Evil game. It's better than 4, it's better than 7 to me.
Bloodstained is also very buggy still. when I was playing through, no, it wasn't new. It was my New Game Plus because I didn't have the sinker thing where you can just walk in the water. I'm still using the jet thing. There's something weird that I read online. A lot of people said it happened to them when they slid into the water, which I don't think I did, but I must have done something.
Like you duck and...
You end up in the water and you can't jump out of it.
Oh my God.
So I'm stuck in the water. They're like, well, if you get hit by an enemy, it'll usually reset it. And you
This
can jump.
happened to you?
This happened to me.
Oh my God.
There's no enemies. I had killed all of them in the area. There's no enemies. I can't get out of the water.
So
If there's a slope, if there's a gentle enough slope, they said you may be able to just like propel yourself up onto it and just walk out. There's nothing like that. There were no enemies to hurt me.
God.
I didn't have any waystones because they take those from you when you start over. So I had no waystones. So I'm like, what?
Do you keep
What do I
gold when you
do?
start
Because I
over?
hadn't saved in a while because I'm like, I'm so OP right now that
There's no need to save.
Yeah, I'm not worried about dying. So I'm like, oh my God. So I eventually found this thing online that said if you suspend your game and you come back to it, it'll work. But I don't know if they meant like put the PlayStation like in rest mode or I'm like,
so,
what?
too.
But no, there's actually, if you pause it, if you go to like options,
that's right.
there's
Yeah.
suspend. And it's basically like a quick save. And what it does is it just puts you back. Everything you've done is done, but it basically puts you back as if you had
You're
just
back
walked
in
into
that
the room.
Okay.
So I did that. Thankfully, I was out of the water, and I could, I went and just found a save room and saved
I'm done. I'm going to bed.
But I don't know. I don't think the bugs knock it down too much. They're a little annoying.
It's still an indie game. This isn't a game that was made by Ega with all the power of Konami behind it, and that's what people got to like. I'm not saying you should just give them unlimited excuses for having a buggy game, especially the Switch port is still completely jacked, I guess. But like, I will remember this is still an indie game at the end of the day.
Plus, one thing I didn't know, I say I'm done with it. I don't know that I am. I'll probably take a break from it. But like, there's a boss rush mode that I haven't done.
We still don't even.
We have
can't play
DLC
Zangetsu
coming,
yet. Yep.
so like, I'm probably not done with it. It very well may be my game of the year. It's between it, Resident Evil, Mario Maker right now, and there's still Zelda to come and Death Stranding. I mean, there's a lot more to come. I wouldn't be shocked if it was my game of the year at the end, but I guess I would say I'd be a little surprised.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm still tempted to say it's Resident Evil, but I think I do owe it to myself to play it again and just remind myself of how good it was.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So because I did Leon and then I did Claire. I want to go back and go Claire Leon.
Yeah, I need to remember what...
And just play it on easy because I just want to remember how fun it was and the auto aim and all that other stuff. Like that game... like I want to go back and play Resident Evil 7. Shout out to Paul because I finally got it back from Paul. I want to go back and play that, but I'm like, there's still... As great as that game is, there's the last third of the game where it completely just like kind of falls apart. Do you remember the end boss, the final boss in that game?
Did you... Wait, are we talking Resident Evil?
7.
Oh, 7. Yeah, you're basically fighting like the house.
And he's like, there's like a tornado going like this is... The game was so perfect up until then. That what I guess what I'm trying to say is Resident Evil 2 doesn't have that at all. It never drops. It is like a 9 to a 9.5 from beginning all the way to the end.
Right.
What are you laughing at? I mean, listening to.
I don't know. Brittany sent me a video.
The baby girl?
No, it's just...
Is that Family Guy?
Yes.
It just makes me think of Bob Mackey. He didn't even do that show. So anything else?
That's all I've been playing.
I really haven't been playing anything this week. I've just been like... The funny thing is, I mean, I've been playing Dr. Mario World. That doesn't even count. But like,
yeah, that too. Oh, speaking of which,
you beat it.
I beat everything that's out so far,
and then
now
you beat it again.
I'm going back and trying to 3-star everything.
I figured, yeah. The fact
I'm
that
through
you
like
sent me a heart the other day, I was like,
levels.
okay, he must be going back to everything.
I think I've got 3 stars on like the first 95 levels.
I feel like if I went back to the beginning of the game, I'd be like 5 minutes.
Right, I'm
everything's
flying
gone.
through a lot. There's so many, even the harder levels in the beginning, it's easier to beat those with 3 stars than it is to just beat some of those later levels. So
I'm
it's still, it's not
189.
even, it hasn't been that bad.
I think.
It's been a nice change of pace to go back and revisit some easy levels.
Hold on. Let's see here. Where is it? I think I'm 189. Let me see. But I haven't played anything else. It's just like
Spit.
a little spittle there.
A little spittle.
These last 2 weeks have just been crazy, getting Jess ready for her school and everything, and just putting IKEA together, the whole building IKEA, just putting the actual building together. It's just been crazy that I haven't played that much. Yeah, 189. This level sucks too. I don't even want to look at it right now because the only way I got past when I got past 180, I don't remember if I texted you or not, but I had to use a diamond. But I still got like 30 left. So I'm like, the every 10
definitely
is like
save one for 199.
Yeah,
and definitely save one for 200.
And then
201 to 220.
They're easy.
I wouldn't say they're easy, but they're not that bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't introduce like any difficult.
Well, I've got 3 left.
Gameplay mechanics.
I've got 3 left, so I should be good.
Yeah.
The one thing that my body is ready to play, but I can't make myself do it, is freaking Kingdom Hearts 3, man. I bought that stupid game 4 months ago or something, waiting for your punk ass to beat 2 and buy 3 so I can play through this hellscape together. Buy it.
I think I'm about ready to because
did you pre-order Final Fantasy 7
I
yet?
can't remember. I need to look into it.
Okay, because
I
it's
think
on sale
I did,
for 45
but I may
today.
not have. Yeah, that's probably as good as I'll get it.
But I think I want to at least. I'm not gonna like. Kingdom Hearts might freaking hook me and be my game of the year for all I know. It wouldn't shock me, honestly, as much as I crap on that game. But like, just the thought of actually starting it is like, I haven't even taken the plastic off that game yet. You know,
right?
Like that is a very intimidating game with everything, all the baggage that series comes with. But I'm like, it's an action RPG with Disney, and like, who cares? Just play it.
Yeah, as long as they don't go over the top with a bunch of... Honestly, Kingdom Hearts starts out pretty good. It's a little slow, but not bad. Kingdom Hearts 2, I think I told you, it's one of those things where there's a lot of crap to do in the beginning before you really feel like you've gotten into the game.
Yep.
And it pulls the whole switcheroo where you're like playing somebody else that if you haven't played the Game Boy Advance games, you don't know what's going on. And it's just like, just give me Sora. Like, I just want to be Sora, have Donald and Goofy, go visit Disney Worlds. Like, I just want to play that game. And that's part of the reason why I'm dreading 3, because I know it's going to start out that way. And it's like, if I could just play it and just be in it, I probably would have started it by now. But I'm just like, I know it's going to start really. I'm
trying to remember what I've heard, but I've heard something about the beginning being crappily, but I don't remember what it is.
I'm sure it is.
I don't know. That's probably what I'm going to play next, but it's just like, I need to do it. All right, you want to get the news of the week?
Sure.
1 hour later. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are teaming up against the big bad loot boxes. This comes from Kotaku. The Entertainment Software Association has announced that Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony will be required to implement new policies requiring the disclosure of all loot box odds for games on their platforms. Quote, I'm pleased to announce this morning that Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo have indicated to ESA a commitment to new platform policies with respect to the use of paid loot boxes in games that are developed for their platform. Michael Warnecki, ESA's chief counsel for tech policy, said earlier today, which was like a week ago. Specifically, this is in quotes, this would apply to new games and game updates that add loot box features, and it would require the disclosure of the relative rarity or probabilities of obtaining randomized virtual items in games that are available on their platforms, end quote. When reached for comment, the ESA directed Kotaku to a blog post on the organization's website in which the organization says the console makers are planning to implement this new policy sometime in 2020. What's going to happen in 2020, Sean? New consoles. It also states that many of the industry's major publishers like Activision, Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Bungie, Electronic Arts, Interface, Ubisoft, and Warner Brothers have agreed to implement a similar disclosure policy no later than the end of 2020. Wait a minute. Is this just saying that Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo are going to do this on first-party games, and that they're at the mercy? Sorry,
that's kind of.
This is how the sausage gets made. Is that what they're saying here? That really they're at the mercy of EA and everybody else to do it themselves? Are you kidding me? Because that's BS. And I don't mean that against Sony. That's BS on the part of, Activision, EA, and all these people.
Right.
Am I reading that right?
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Let's continue. When asked about the upcoming changes, a Sony spokesperson gave Kotaku the following statement. I should have you read this stuff from now on. It's so hard for me to read. I used to get so nervous. Reading out loud in school was about the worst thing. Like, Mr. Ackerman's like, Kevin, why don't you read page 27?
The worst, there's some, Mr. Charles, I want to say that was like 6th grade history, social stuff. I don't remember what it was. He asked the question.
Was he in charge?
He was in charge. And I didn't know the answer. And of course he called on me. And I was just like, I didn't just say, I don't know. I was just like, and then he's like, do you speak? And I said, yes. And my voice cracked. I'm like, well, that's it. I'm never going back to school again. And this was like the first week of school. It wasn't even like the end of the school. It was like right in the beginning of the year. I'm like, well, this is going to be a great year.
If you could go back in time now, you would ask him, tell me, do you bleed? By the way,
Do you bleed?
Sidebar. I walked in on, I don't even know what it was, Saturday. What day is today? It's only Monday. Friday or Saturday. I just got back from Kroger buying some stuff. It was probably Thursday because we had, everybody over on Friday. And the boys were watching Justice League. But the good thing for me is that I walked in at the perfect time. Like at the perfect time. And spoiler alert, I don't care. At the exact time when Superman was resurrected. So everything after that is like a good movie, save for the weird, like when he's talking to Lois in the cornfield, and he's like, and he does this weird smile because there's like a mustache that's not there, but should. Oh. But that movie it's not good.
No.
But Man of Steel was on TNT yesterday, and I watched it while I was folding laundry, and I was like, I will not, I tweeted it yesterday, but I was like, I will not allow anybody to besmirch that movie. That movie is legitimately great, period. And I challenge anybody on that to tell me that I'm wrong. What were we talking about?
Loot box.
Sony Interactive Entertainment aims to ensure PlayStation users have access to information and tools such as parental wallet controls, which you already have. Like, I have it set, like, they can't. They will help them make informed decisions about in-game purchasing. We support industry efforts to disclose the probability of obtaining randomized virtual items known as loot boxes and are committed to providing consumers with this information for all games we produce and publish. So there you go.
Yeah.
So it's just first-party games. No, there's no first. What first-party games have freaking loot boxes?
None of them.
From Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. Literally none. It's EA. It's Activision.
Yeah.
And maybe Bethesda. I don't know. I don't play Bethesda games, but like, I think their hearts are in the right places here.
Yeah.
I think loot boxes, you should, if you're telling somebody pay $10 for this loot box to try to get an engram of a blue fist on your right butt cheek in Destiny, they should know what the chances of getting that butt cheek engram are before they buy it. You know what I mean?
Butt cheek what?
Ingram.
I don't even know that word. Like Mark Ingram?
ENGRAM, not ING. It's like a logo.
Oh, like Evan Ingram.
Yes. So I don't know why I said Engram or whatever I said, but it's just Ingram. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I mean, I don't have a problem
Are
with.
you sure you're not thinking emblem?
No, Ingram.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with microtransactions where it's stupid, where you just. Like GTA Online, like if you're dumb enough to go buy fake money with real money to gamble to win more fake money in the casino update, okay, you got a problem, but that's on you. That's fine. That's a you problem. Heard that before. The other thing is like if you just want like skins or if you want to like just like Street Fighter 5, you want to download Guile, and you don't feel like getting all your fighter money, whatever
I just
it's
think
called.
there should not be random, like a chance for prizes.
That's how EA makes all their money on
And
Madden
it should not
and
be
FIFA.
It should not be pay to win.
Yes.
If you just
I
want to
agree.
pay and say, hey, here's a new skin you can get for 99 cents or $2.99 or whatever, great, knock yourself out. You want a new colored gun, same exact gun, it's just a different color, yeah, 99 cents, here you go.
Exactly.
But you should not be able to pay to make yourself stronger or pay in hopes that you're going to win some kind of like lottery kind of thing. Like, I think that's all stupid.
Yeah, and I think, but that is disheartening, the fact that it's just, you would think it was, if you're going to put this game on our platform, you're going to disclose the odds. That's what I thought this was before I actually really started reading what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crap. And that's not on Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. That's on the publishers. So.
Right.
Next up, what do we got here? Oh my God. Walmart is removing violent video game ads because video games are the reason that everyone is killing everyone. That was sarcasm. Don't try and take me out of context. This comes from IGN. I don't know why I was using that. Walmart is reportedly removing signs, displays, and even video game demos that showcase violence. This follows a mass shooting at a Walmart supercenter in El Paso, Texas on August 3rd, 2019. Vice reported that Walmart employees received memos from corporate headquarters asking for the immediate removal of, quote, signing and displays referencing violence, unquote. End quote. A picture of the alleged memo shared on Twitter is telling employees to, quote, remove your store for any signing or displays that contain violent images or aggressive behavior. Remove from the sales floor or turn off those items immediately, end quote. The memo says that this includes turning off or unplugging video game display units with demos of violent games, quote, specifically PlayStation and Xbox units, because that's really what the psychos like to play. And, quote, to cancel any events promoting combat style or third-person shooter games that may be scheduled in electronics, end quote. The removal of violent images in Walmart stores also extends to movies and, quote, hunting season videos. Are you kidding me? In the sporting goods section. However, Walmart has publicly stated that it will not ban the sale of guns following the mass shooting. What the hell does that have to do with anything? They're legal to purchase. It's a different issue. Don't get me started. On August 3rd, a 21-year-old man killed 22 people and wounded 24 others at Walmart in El Paso, Texas. A day later, leading Republican Congressman Kevin McCarthy told reporters that video games were to blame for the mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton. President Trump has also blamed violent video games as possible cause of mass shootings, and Trump even invited top executives in the game industry to discuss violence in games at the White House. Despite warnings by lawmakers, there's no scientific evidence that links video games to violence. That's not just IGN being like, we're a video game site. This is what we're going to say. That's the truth. Are you freaking kidding me?
Was it the same idiot McCarthy? It may not have been.
Yes.
Who said,
yes,
well, Japan doesn't have any gun violence because nobody there plays video games.
I think it was him. I'm like,
okay, you're done.
Do you even know
You're not
anything
allowed to
about
talk
video games?
anymore.
What in the blue hell are you talking about? I am so sick of this. By the way, there were also reports that they were banning violent video game sales also. That turned out to not be true because whoever works at Walmart and was talking to IGN is a complete effing idiot and doesn't know how to like read an email question and respond the right way.
Well,
they're
to be
not
fair,
like banning sales of Call of Duty and stuff.
When their memo says remove your store for any signing or display, I mean, I guess I can see why maybe they'd be confused.
Sean, I have been playing video games. How old am I now? For 32 years. No, I'm not. Nice try. For 32 years, I have ripped people's heads off in Mortal Kombat.
And God of War.
Huh?
And God of War.
I've cut off their legs. I've used their head as a lantern like Bray did last night. I've headshotted however many people, probably just the computer,
2 or 3.
because I can't do it against real players. Thank you for knowing right where I was going. I've never once, and I've freaking, how many cars have I stolen in GTA? And how many police have I RPG'd? And all this other stuff in GTA, every GTA game ever made. Shockingly, I have never committed a mass murder. I am so sick of this crap. I was so happy that the video game industry people that I saw respond to this, they didn't do it with hatred or pissed offedness like I'm doing right now. They took the high road, and like Jeff Keighley and Greg wrote a good article in the New York Post. I forget New York. I don't remember what it was in, but it's like taking the high road and just not saying why, not saying like you're freaking stupid for saying this. They're saying this is the best art form that there is, and this is why. It brings people to get like. As much as I hate Fortnite, by the way, one of the most violent games out there, all you're doing is just freaking machine gunning people to death. I know they're cartoony, so it's like, oh, that's okay. But Call of Duty, that can't happen. You know, Fortnite is its own social network at this point. Like, it's bringing kids together that if they can't, like my kid, like some of the kids that go to school with, they're like from Bartlett, like 30, 40 minutes away, where they can't just go hang out and play at their house. Right. But they can get online and just laugh and talk and play stupid Fortnite and all this other stuff, and it connects them. Like, video games are there's there is. I'm not saying video games are completely inherently good. Obviously, you can get addicted, video games and other stuff like that. But when it comes to violent behavior, it's not making you be a mass shooter or a murderer or anything else. If you're doing that, it's because of something completely different from video games. And just the fact that maybe you went out and killed these people, and hey, guess what? You used to play Call of Duty. That there's no link there. I'm so sick of this crap. And for our leaders in this country, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, to go out there and actually say that, you know, it's these video games. They're the reason people, we're all desensitized, blah, 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 blah. I'm not desensitized. I've killed so many, quote, let me say that in quotes, killed, in quotes, so many people in video games, and I would never, like, it's just exhausting that we have to do this every time this happens. And of course, it's Cheeto Jesus who's going to get up there and say whatever he's going to say. It is just infuriating to me, and it's something that I have loved for 32 years now. It will never not infuriate me. I don't know, Sean.
I mean, you said it all. If there's any good to come out of this, it is nice and refreshing for once to see, like you said, people on both sides of the aisle come together in the video game community and be like, this is stupid. Like, nobody actually well, I'm sure some people do believe it.
Some people do.
It's nice that you're seeing people from all walks of life come together and say, this is absolute horse crap.
And it is. Like, by the way, I'm a gun owner and I'm a conservative. Guess what? I'm fine with expanded background checks. You don't need an AR-15. Like, you don't. Is that going to solve everything? Nope. Can it help? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably can. And I'm okay with that. Like, can we just get freaking common sense? This country, it goes back like what I was talking about with the Colin thing last week. Like, we are all so we just want to just freaking rage at the other side of every argument. Stop. Let's come together right now, like Justice League, okay? Seriously. Over me. Xbox is promising more single-player games. Xbox chief Phil Spencer has promised on Twitter that, quote, strong single-player games are a key focus for the platform. After a Twitter user asked whether more single-player games will land on Xbox in years to come, Spencer replied, quote, yes, I can confirm. With the additions to XGS, which means Xbox Game Studios, we have a lot of teams that have built strong single-player focused games, and we want that to continue. By name-checking Xbox Game Studios, the 15 that's crazy. Yeah. The 15 third-party studios that Microsoft has acquired over the years, it would seem that Spencer is promising platform-exclusive single-player experiences as opposed to games like Star Wars. Stop that. That's not... Wait a minute.
Stop that.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Control, which will both launch across... Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought they were trying to say that those were like multiplayer focused or something. I was like, that's not at all what those are. Historically, Xbox has championed multiplayer titles while its competitor, PlayStation, has been a home for story-driven experiences. However, controversial mechanics like loot boxes, everything comes back, and microtransactions in multiplayer games are leading to a renewed customer interest in single-player narrative experiences, and Xbox seems to be listening. This is seen in the choices of studios that it has purchased, most of which are best known for strong single-player games like Ninja Theory with Hellblade, Obsidian with Fallout New Vegas, In Exile with Wasteland 3, and Double Fine with Psychonauts 2. I still don't believe that game's ever coming out. We're not Xbox fans here. I don't dislike them. I would like for everyone to make more single-player games, so I think this is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about Xbox, but if you ask me, the more single-player games, the better.
And now it's time for the wrap-up. Gamescom is right around the corner. We will be getting a Stadia Connect on August 19th. Can't wait to get more info about that stupid thing. Also,
let me just
yes
stop you there. I know it's apples and oranges to some extent. And I'm being just relaxed. I'm knowingly being somewhat facetious. But the fact that I can't even play Mario Maker 2, not that it matters, but original 8-bit Nintendo Super Mario Brothers, I can't play multiplayer of that game online without just game-ruining lag. Does not leave me much hope that Stadia will ever really take off and become a thing. I get it. I know it's not the same thing.
But I mean, come on.
If you can't play Mario Brothers with 3 other people, sometimes just one other person, and not have lag in an NES game, I won't be holding my breath for Stadia.
And it seems like people in the industry are starting to turn on this more and more as well. Like, I don't. And again, the fact that it's like, if this
I
was
already
Apple,
just don't care. I've lost interest in this completely. Like, I don't even care.
If this were Apple, I would feel a lot differently than I do.
Yeah.
I don't trust Google. I don't like Google. I don't really like Apple either. But I mean, I think they are slowly going to get there with the whole Apple Arcade stuff launching this fall. I can't wait. Have they done a date for Oceanhorn 2 yet? Have they said it? It seems like it's this year, though. Is it going to launch party, Kevin? Is it going to launch with Apple Arcade, whatever?
It wouldn't surprise me. That would make sense.
So I don't know. If you're excited for Stadia, get ready for more info next week. I'm not. Also, for some reason, I swear to God, this is going to be like Metal Gear Solid 5 all over again. We're going to see everything that this game has to offer before it comes out.
Probably.
New Death Stranding footage will be coming at Gamescom also on August 19th, and Kojima will be there in attendance to do a new trailer or something. Like, he's going to do it again. I'm so, I love that man. I don't have high hopes for this game. And if I didn't pre-order it with an Amazon gift card, I would probably be waiting. It might even be, this might be sacrilege, this might even be a wait for Christmas game for me.
I'm still not totally sold.
You might want to let me play it for a couple of days and say this is a game or it's not. And then
the game, at least the action, the combat portion of what we saw in the last gameplay trailer looked, I'm not going to say terrible, but looked like PS2.
Weird.
Like, it just looked so clunky.
It was clunky is a good word. Yes.
I'm like, and I know it's early, but it's not that early. It just doesn't.
But then, I don't even.
I'm sure we'll have a great story, great acting, great everything, great graphics, but I just don't know about this gameplay.
I don't even know how much fighting are we going to do in this game.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm like, I still don't really know. Every time he posts something, because of course I follow Kojima on Instagram. Every time he posts something, it's just Sam sitting in a field looking at his baby bottle thing. I'm like, what are you doing, Sam? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know. If this game was coming out by anybody not named Hideo Kojima, I would be like, this is the stupidest game I've ever seen in my life. And I can admit that, and that's fine. What else? Hey, thanks, Rebob. Gears 5 has gone gold. Shout out to Nick Shafani. He tweeted me this early in the week. I'm actually kind of shocked. I think I was saying after E3, which was still the weirdest. I still, and like I was saying to Nick back and forth, I still don't understand what they were thinking when they didn't show any gameplay and they did the whole Gears 5 stuff at E3 made no sense at all. But like I said to Nick, I'm happy that it's gold. I'm happy it's on time, and I hope it freaking rocks. Like, if I don't play Kingdom Hearts, I'm to the point now where I just say, the hell with it. I'm going to go fire up now that the boys have a decent TV out there. I think they still got Game Pass. I'm going to go play Xbox or Gears of War 1 through 4. I'm almost to that point right now where I want to play them because Gears 5 is going to be on Game Pass, so I don't need to buy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, why not?
So, I don't know. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice has sold 3.8 million copies worldwide. That is fantastic.
Yeah, is correct.
The full lineup of the TurboGrafx 16 Mini was revealed. 57 games, which I'm going to read through now. Kidding. I don't care. There's like a Bonk game, and there's a Ease game, there's a Splatterhouse, and whatever. I don't know. This thing costs $100.
This thing, if it sells like 10,000 copies,
Yeah.
I'd be shocked.
Konami is all I can say about this thing. I don't know. Other than Jared Petty, I don't know who's excited for this thing. I just don't get it. Especially for $100, you can get 40. What did it end up being? 42 games on the Genesis Mini for $20 less, and those games are way better. I don't care if you get 15 more on this thing. Those 42 games, for the most part, are better than anything you can get on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. So whatever. And Switch Online for August is getting for some what the hell? Kung Fu Heroes and Vice Project Doom. I don't know that we ever played Vice Project Doom, but I sure as hell remember the box art.
I think I played it. I think it's kind of fun. But
what is it? Is it like Spy Hunter or something?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
If it's the game I'm thinking of. I love Nintendo, but my God, sometimes I hate
they
them.
are
Like,
they are
what
crapping
you
the bed with
doing?
this stuff.
Like, how are you only putting like 2 new NES games on here a month? A, and B, where are the Super Nintendo games? This should be snap my fingers, Switch. All the NES games should be on there at the drop of a like.
It's
this should not be this complicated. I do not understand it.
Yeah, it pisses me off. Like when Vice Project Doom and Kung Fu Heroes. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, did you try the? I guess not because we didn't talk about it. The game trials thing for
Nope.
tennis.
I want to though.
I think you got like one more day.
Well, crap.
I think it's the 7th through the 13th, so you got to play it tomorrow and beat it.
Well, that's probably not going to happen.
Oh, that was the other thing I meant to say. There's a demo out for Cadence of Hyrule, and I downloaded it today. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I'll report back next week if I remember that I have it. So I'm interested to at least try it before I decide. I don't think I want to play that game, but I'm at least going to try it and see.
I need to play it, yeah, but I don't think I'm going to.
$25 seems a little steep.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. Did you know it's time for the Did You Know section of the podcast?
Yep.
I'm not going to give you a choice. I'm just going to do this.
Okay. Metal
Sean.
Gear. Did
Yes.
you know?
Yes. Did you know the Johnny Sasaki character is based...
Johnny Poopy Pants. Didn't we already do this?
Did I?
I don't know. You did a Did You Know about Johnny Poopy Pants a week or two ago.
I did?
Speaking of Johnny Poopy Pants. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. But I'll tell
That
you.
he's based on a real person?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you did it and I just...
Oh, no. I said Johnny... I think I said Johnny Sasaki, but I didn't read it.
Oh, maybe.
Sean.
He's based off of a
Wait a
real
minute,
person
wait a
that
minute.
pooped his pants.
So starting in Metal Gear Solid and in almost every Metal Gear game that comes after, you meet a guy named Johnny. Johnny is usually a bit dim, prone to getting knocked out, and, well, there's no really delicate way to say this, usually has a case of the poops. Well, it turns out Johnny Sasaki, as he's known in Metal Gear Solid, is based on Hideki Sasaki, one of the 3D character designers who worked on Metal Gear Solid. Hideki Sasaki was a bit of a slacker. Yankees won. Was a bit of a slacker and apparently pooped his pants a lot. So the other guys... See, I didn't read this yet because I would have...
It's hilarious that not only does he poop his pants, he poops his pants a lot.
So the other guys working on Metal Gear Solid decided to stick it to him in the game itself. And they've kept doing it ever since. So yeah, don't let Hideo Kojima catch you slacking off on the internet during work hours because he will never let it go. So I don't know that the guy really... He probably farted a lot.
He
or
probably
something.
sharted a lot.
But that's like...
happens to the
Yeah.
best of us.
But it's funny, like Hideki Sasaki is where Johnny Sasaki came from. And he ended up marrying Meryl. So maybe everything works out if you're Johnny Poopy Pants. I don't know. I had to finally say that because I'm running out. I need to refresh my Did You Know list because I'm running out of ideas now. We're also running out of time because this is the end of episode 146 of the Two Player Co-op podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like what you see, make sure if you're not already there, you go over to youtube.com/2playercoop and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share the video with your friends, family, and all of the like. You can find us on Twitter. I'm at KevinWhite24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at 2player_co-op. Of course, we're part of the Nerd 901 family, so go over there and check out all that. You can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/2player_co-op. Like Sean said, twitching and streaming is difficult. Stadia is going to be awesome, though. Like I said, yeah, if you like audio, and I know Sean does.
Love audio.
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, and other audio services around
The multiverse.
We have a Facebook page that we never update. Thank you, everybody, getting us to 5 views every week. We're pretty consistent there. Whatever the hell that means. I don't know who the 5 of you are, but thank you and God bless and good night. Sean.
Yes.
It's been a good episode. By the way, we're around a month away from episode 150.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Here we are.
Here we are, and there will be. Stay tuned for news on that. We'll probably stream it. What the hell? I'll just say it now.
Yeah, probably.
We'll figure it out. If you got any ideas for what you want us to do on that episode, let us know. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.